So we've got our web page coming on, and it's coming on quite nicely, I think. And we've got our H1 tag here. And if I look at this, maybe it's not big enough. Maybe I want to make it a little bit bigger. I can do that by going up inside the head section of my web page. So the content is always in the body, but the head is where you tell it what it should look like. And I go inside my style tags over here, because that'll tell us what different things should look like. And I can decide I'm going to choose my H1. I'm going to select that. And I put two curly braces. I'm just going to go enter, enter, go up again, and just use tab to tab inside. And the reason for doing all of that is so that I can see it better. So I'm going to tell the browser what my H1 tag should look like. And I'm going to use some CSS to do that. And if you remember your CSS from Kojika, you could do things like, you can go font size, and then you go colon. Oops, I better spell it correctly. Very important to do that. So the font size is going to be, let's say, 100 px, 100 pixels. And then you end the sentence with a semicolon. So the basic idea, when you're doing your CSS, you say what tag, you select the tag that you're going to be using, and then inside the curly braces, you tell the browser what it must look like. The font size must be 100 pixels. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't used CSS for a while, so I'm not entirely sure whether font size is the right way of putting it. It might not be. I might be remembering correctly, but I'm not perfect. And you mustn't think that you need to memorize all of these things. I'm just going to save it quickly, file save, and then I'm going to go on to w3schools.com, and there you can see massive reference sections on all the HTML tags and exactly how they should look. So for example, under the CSS, you'll notice they've got background color, text align, there we go, font size, and it looks like that. So I think I got it right, but let's double check. I'll refresh the page. Whoa, 100 pixels, that's way bigger. And if that's what you want, you've succeeded. Otherwise, I think maybe 100 pixels is a bit much. Let me go on and change that to 75, 25% less. File save, refresh it. There we go. A bit more restrained, more elegant, I think. And you can do the same with your H2 tags and tell the browser what that must look like. Use that website to find out how to do these, what the syntax is exactly, because it's very hard to remember everything. I don't remember everything. For example, the color light blue, is that really how you put it? Most important thing is the basic grammar. You say what tag you're going to use, you open and close curly braces, and then inside the curly braces, you say what must change, colon, then you put in the exact property that you want, and you end the sentence with a semicolon. So if I wanted to put in font color here, I could type it in. Notice the American spelling. HTML, CSS is in American. And I might say red and end my sentence with a semicolon. Let's see if that works. File save. I go back into my web page and I refresh. And it hasn't changed the color. So maybe it should just be color, not font color. I didn't remember correctly. So let's try that. File, save, go back into my website, refresh. Whoa, it works. I'm a god. When it works, please shout out, yes, I'm a god. Because you are. You're telling the computer what to do. And that's always a good thing.